Once upon a time, there was a guy. He was about 13, maybe even 14, 15. He had brown hair. He wore a t-shirt. He wore jeans. He wore sneakers. Just a regular guy. And he had a puppy. And he walked his puppy all the time. Where he lived, didn't matter what time of the day it was, he walked his puppy. So one day, he was walking in a field, and there was a bunch of flowers. Very pretty, very beautiful. It was around springtime, and yeah, they were just beautiful. I mean, they had the most luscious, delicate, vibrant petals that you could ever see on a flower. So, anyway, he was walking, and all of a sudden, he heard some tiny whispers. And he thought to himself, what the heck? So, he didn't give it much thought. He thought it was insects making noise on the ground. So, he went home. Didn't think anything about it. Next day, he's walking in the field, same field, and there was also some mushrooms. And he walks near the mushrooms, and he hears some more chatter, little whispers. So this time, instead of ignoring it, he gets closer. So he gets closer, and he sees tiny little lights glowing in the mushroom. And he's thinking to himself, what in the world? So, he says, hello, is there anyone there? And so, he keeps asking for responses. And he keeps asking, is anyone there? I know you're there, he says. And all of a sudden, this fairy comes out. And the fairy says, hello, you're a giant. The dude says, I know. She replies, why are you so tall? And the guy says, because I'm a human. She goes, oh. And she asks him a question, and she says, we've been hearing loud noises. We think it's earthquakes. Is it actually you when you walk? Is it your footsteps? The guy replies, yes. Sorry about that, it's me with my big feet. The fairy giggles, and she said, you're funny. And he replies, well, thank you. I appreciate that. And she says, so what's your name? He goes, my name is Devon. She replies, my name is Daisy. He goes, nice to meet you, Daisy. She said, you too. And she asked him another question. And she says, will I see you again? And he says, yes, of course. So, the next day, the guy goes down to his bus stop. And he sees this beautiful girl. And I mean, she's gorgeous. She's got red hair. Not too red, but a natural red hair. She's got very blue-like eyes. She's got very nice skin. She is wearing not too fashy of earrings, but just so it proves a point. Like regular stud earrings, little diamond ones, and wearing a yellow dress. And she's holding books in her hand. Anyway, the guy goes up to her and says, Devon goes up to her and says, hey, what's your name? Oddly enough, she replies, Daisy. I don't think it's a coincidence. Anyway, she says, yep, I'm Daisy. Remember from yesterday? And Devon, in shock, goes, You're the fairy that I saw yesterday? And she replies and goes, yes. As soon as I saw you, I knew I had to be bigger so I could talk to you again. Because fairies are not supposed to be talking to humans. It's a law under the fairy code. And he goes, oh, okay. Well, it's very nice to see you again. And she goes, yes, I thought I would go to school with you and see what school's like. You go to school, right? High school? I said, yes, I do, actually. High school is fun. I'm gonna make it a really good day. So, anyway, the two of them get on the bus and they chat about what it's gonna be like at high school. They go to school, they come back, they come home, and they walk up the hill together. And he goes, it was nice chatting to you, Daisy. And she replies and says, it's very nice chatting to you, Devon. Can we be friends? And he replies and says, sure. anytime. And so, that's when Devon became friends with a fairy. The end.